Headway, your shortcut to self-growth.
Key point 1. Attraction is scientific. Mostly, we see attraction as a feature someone or something possesses. It can also be a process of experiencing chemistry with someone. Attraction is not only sexual. David Hooper insists that attraction is a compelling energy. It manifests in our seeking for the qualities or phenomena that have the potential to make us complete. We reach out to beautiful, intelligent, funny people with good judgment and high standards to cultivate the same qualities in ourselves. Nevertheless, attraction can be mistaken for unlimited, unconditional power. It is not. In scientific terms, attraction is the power of gravity. Alongside the other three forces, electromagnetism, strength, and weakness. It permeates nature and extends far beyond human interactions. Therefore, attraction can be effective over significant distances. Sir Isaac Newton proved this point by formulating the law of gravitation. It tells us that each object in the world draws the next thing. Albert Einstein's theory of relativity states that everything exists solely for this purpose. Scientists and psychologists still need to have a final account of how it works. Indeed, such a familiar yet complicated phenomenon is difficult to slice and dice. Dissected, this power would lose its component of mystery. Scientific understanding is limited, therefore attraction remains a mystery. The universe is a coherent whole. However groundbreaking they might have been, Newton's and Einstein's laws work only on planet Earth. Yet, they don't explain the subtle riddles of the entire world. Even between us earthly humans, attraction may become an irresistible force that overpowers our rational, pragmatic minds. Did you know? According to Albert Einstein, all celestial bodies took shape through the power of attraction. Key point 2. The power of love keeps the universe in order. The powers of attraction and love are mutually intertwined. The latter is capable of ousting every other urge in your life. Think about when you fall in love with someone. Now, compare how much you want to eat or sleep with the desire to spend time with the person you like. The way we experience love changes with time, but this power has the potential to keep us together forever. The world's most popular spiritual traditions see love and attraction as mutually supportive forces. They tend to explain attraction through love. Some spiritual teachers even favor love more because it proves more apt to keep two people together for good. The power of attraction can wear off, but the power of love can heal. As we remember from the previous chapter, every object can attract any other entity. Some items are drawn to each other on the bedrock of their differences. Thus, they seek ways to complete each other. However, the objects don't necessarily maintain this connection forever. Something else might break them apart. This logic suffices for human relationships and the order of the universe. Galaxies gravitate back and forth toward each other. Our understanding of this phenomenon is still superficial. It cannot account for this power's complexity. Love cannot clarify all the world's mysteries or be used as a scientific explanation. Science grows on phenomena that can be calculated and studied in detail. However, looking into the depths of things, today's pundits refuse to see the bigger picture. Love can be a much-discussed dark matter. It is an active, creative force that targets unification rather than division. It makes things complete in their totality. As a unique kind of energy, love offers valuable insights into the meaning of wholeness. Love has the potential to make you one with yourself, heal your broken heart, and attract the person who can make you complete. A reasonable mind will suffice with scientific data and facts. In contrast, our emotional one will feast upon the irrational power of love. Science could also recognize and learn to utilize this power. Key point 3. Love and separation help us understand ourselves. Love means unity. When in love, our energies flow as one, completing each other in several ways. When circumstances contribute towards separation, we can learn who we are by estimating what we have temporarily lost. Splitting is painful, especially for couples who've been together for many years. Nevertheless, it also gives us space to define and value what matters. Most people see separation as a problem, not an opportunity. Separation, like love, is a universal concept that applies to everything. Think about an orange that you can cut in half, or the food that is unattached to the plate on which it lays. And your partner, however close to you, is not an integral part of your body. In science, separation is essential. We must segregate truth from falsehood, facts from myths, and data from speculation. We need this kind of knowledge to guide us in ethical decision-making. However, knowing how objects are separate from each other does not make us happy, nor does it enrich our lives with meaning. On the other hand, love gives us purpose and adds color to our black and white knowledge of the world. Instead of orange halves or food separate from the plate, we see the beauty of our dinner table and the touching intimacy of a shared meal with our partners. Love is the light at the end of the tunnel. Eventually, we all gravitate toward it to heal the scars of separation. In love, we don't focus on the differences. Instead, we feel grateful for everything we have. Both love and separation help us appreciate ourselves and the world around us. But there is one catch. When divided, we have to go through pain to see the light. It takes courage, and as a result, makes us stronger. To feel affection for someone else, you need to love yourself first. As you do, you rarely judge other people. Moreover, you feel complete without someone else constantly reassuring you of your worth. Remember, loving yourself makes your love for another person more powerful. When you don't concentrate on your flaws or whatever you think is wrong with you, your heart is open to love. Attraction broadens your horizons as you intentionally or otherwise understand what another person has that you lack.
You've hit a daily streak by completing 3 key points. Great job.
Key point 4. You become what you think about. Maintaining a positive outlook does not mean ignoring your problems or smiling when you feel like bursting into tears. On the contrary, it implies acknowledging what is real, pain and suffering included in your life, and concentrating on the good, hopeful, and optimistic things. Once you succumb to your fears and insecurities, they will become the only reality you see. The more you look for them, the more negativity you encounter daily. Sooner or later, you see enemies and disasters everywhere, feeding on your ever-growing anxiety. You attract things into your life by paying attention to them. Before something comes into being, you need to conceive the idea of it. Anticipating happiness, pleasure, and hope will unmistakably bring them into your life. They will come with people, events, and situations to reinforce your positive thinking. Even if you tend to see your life unfolding in circles, at least make them virtuous, not vicious. Many people are used to preparing for the worst and keep apprehending horrible things to come. Luckily, habits can be broken. It certainly takes time and willpower to change how you are, but the result will exceed all your expectations. Extremes meet. This well-known saying reflects the main principle of the law of attraction. Differences seek to complete each other. Sometimes we look at couples and find it hard to understand why they're together. For instance, one person is active and sporty, whereas their partner is a couch potato. We think they are attracted to each other's differences, which compels them to stay together. It turns out only the first part of that is true. While the power of attraction works best in opposites, the mutual craving for balance and peace guides people toward each other. If there isn't anything in common, the couple won't stay together for long. And while the power of attraction feeds upon the differences in people, the common ground allows for love and a long-term connection. Although it may be true that opposites seem to attract, it is an even greater truth that opposites are only kept together by an underlying vibration of love. David Hooper. Key point 5. Negative thinking manifests through the ideas of the void. A void is a space of the unknown. It is also a space in our psyche where we store all potential negativity. Metaphorically speaking, it is a closet where we keep everything we don't like or don't know how to use, but feel too conscious to throw away. As time passes, the stack of things, aka our negativity, overgrows our closet. One way or another, it tries to find a way out. It manifests in the form of breakdowns and illnesses. Our awareness rises when we identify our negativity, offering us more spiritual freedom. There is a way to avoid giving in to the power of negativity. First, we should gradually deal with all the problems we hide in the closet. Second, we must create larger, brighter, more attractive contexts to focus on. Thirdly, we must always remember that the more we focus on the negative, the more we attract unpleasant events into our life. Regarding the first one, we might regret our past actions or anticipate future ones. The fear of the unknown takes over rationality. Negativity about the things that haven't even happened yet swells and consumes us little by little. Eventually, we sabotage our health, wealth, and relationships by letting our fears and doubts overtake us. The crazy thing is that we don't even realize we're doing it due to how subtle it is. Luckily, by understanding our thoughts' power over us, we can use them to our advantage. Our life events have a hue of subjectivity as they all pass through our consciousness and are measured against our previous experiences and beliefs. We create our reality. We attract into it everything we see as worthwhile. It may be both positive and negative. Negative emotions like grief, hate, and fear are much heavier and last longer in our organism than the light, etheric feelings of happiness, joy, and love. However, as soon as we realize we don't have to experience the negative to deserve the positive, the void will grow smaller. We will not make our fears disappear by running away from them. We should treat them as empty ideas with zero charge. This way, they won't have power over us. Key point 6. Our career is also part of our spiritual life. We often think that work and career have nothing to do with our spirituality because we view these things solely as sources of money. Jobs require much of our time, effort, and physical and intellectual skills. Thinking that we need careers only to survive breeds negativity. You can keep your life simple while paying attention to details that make it bulk. People raised in Eastern spiritual traditions learn from childhood the necessity to stay detached from money and material wealth. In some cultures, money is the root of all evil. Many post-Soviet intellectuals still believe that being poor means being noble. They even take secret pride in being superior to the greedy rich. By now, you should be able to see how the negativity level grows. Many people choose a career departing from the premise of how much money they can get for it and how likely they are to get promoted. Money plays a vital role because it is a specific kind of energy we get in return for the energy we spend doing our work. When we think of money as evil, we repulse the potential energy it could give us. Moreover, it is essential to think big, as our thoughts can attract our desires. Any job can be a spiritual pursuit regardless of its status and complexity. You are not simply exchanging actions for money. You are investing your energy and efforts into yourself by striving to improve. Contributing to your personal growth should be its own reward. This thesis turns negative thinking into constructive. By instilling our emotional energy into certain things, we call them toward us each day. David Hooper. It is essential not to disregard easy or small tasks in favor of serious ones. Every significant achievement in human history started with the first step. Large tasks are not entirely in our hands. They depend on many factors. On the other hand, small tasks are the foundation that makes great success possible. Just think of a long ladder with many steps instead of the same one with only one step in the middle. Which one would you use to reach the top? Conclusion. The law of attraction regulates all fundamental interactions between things, phenomena, and people, everything from the smallest particle to a vibrant galaxy. All items can draw everything else, but things don't stay interconnected forever. A new pair may form. The power of attraction is yet to be clarified by science, not least because of the serious researchers' lack of interest. Therefore, a certain degree of mystery behind attraction still exists. The unknown is probably what makes the appeal so compelling. The attraction is not boundless, but it can be somewhat controlled. The law of attraction asserts that whatever we think is possible becomes possible. When we spend most of the time concentrating on the past, we see no future, and whatever new happens, we start to regret it instantly. If we despise money, it never finds its way to our pockets. On the other hand, when we learn to be thankful for everything that happens to us, we attract the best possible things into the canvas of our being. Try this. Positive thinking is not just a trendy gimmick. You can teach your brain to produce positive reactions and expectations. Follow these steps to get into a more peaceful state of mind. Take 5 minutes to examine your thoughts. Identify the negative ones. Write down at least 3 good things that happened to you lately. Find at least one person to give thanks to. Help other people when they need it. Choose to be around positive people. Take care of your spiritual and physical realities. And find the time to do something you love and enjoy. And most importantly, believe in your ability to change things for the better. Once you put faith in yourself, there's no stopping you.